offense last week, Jesse. It'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Good timing on the quick out. Breaks into the open. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, WKU. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Blue Hens offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Rides the back on the option to give. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. The Blue Hens will hustle to the line. Looking for a man. It's Koch. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage. Really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll send the tight end in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Hilltoppers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle?
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The Hilltoppers will punt it away on fourth down. He'll try to really get into this one. Catch is made at the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. On the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Blue Hens in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Koch. Complete on the comeback. Turning it on! And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Back open in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Blue Hens look to keep this drive humming.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Blue Hens will have it 1st and 10. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware.
Really nice nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Cal took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Berkeley. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Snap to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quick completion to the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but it leaves it a little short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Running back searching for a hole. Pass to 45. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Blue Hens want to crank the tempo. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Dropping back, it's Koch. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Blue Hens line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And the Blue Hens decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off! What a play by this defense! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Koch. This time it's complete. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The Blue Hens are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Now the play fake. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this defense is bringing the heat, another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Blue Hens will line up to punt it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just...
There he goes!
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Hilltoppers can really attack on this second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to take a shot on second and short. catch in the middle. It's Jackson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run, and this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his finger side to side and say, no, no, no.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
That really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice 3rd down stop.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. The Blue Hens racing to the line in the hurry up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Blue Hens are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Koch. Here's the pressure. Fires to the tight end. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Takes the easy one to the back. Breaks into the open. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Blue Hens with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to pass. It's Koch. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The Hilltoppers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He rifles one deep down the middle. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, early in this drive, they're staying aggressive. Last play, they had the big completion. On the 3rd snap, they take another shot. Just couldn't come up with the completion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's not afraid to go deep. And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion. But if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. What a disappointment. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
And the Hilltoppers will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. But they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense...
Turning it on! And he's still running after the move. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
And the Blue Hens have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Blue Hens want to move quickly. Scanning the field, it's Koch. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Blue Hens are on the move.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Rides to back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. He's going to take off. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
The Blue Hens will try to pick it up on 4th down.
Let's go!
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Blue Hens, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll leave it with him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Koch. Grabs it in the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ham the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Wyoming. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Makes the grab. It's Jackson. Still running at the 40. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but...
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
The Hilltoppers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
Creates a little space. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Wants to throw. It's Koch. Bringing the heat. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Blue Hens headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Gets it to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The corners are walked up tight. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Blue Hens! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll move the wide receiver.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Power football with the run. And they're able to make the tackle. And the Hilltoppers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Got it set up on the outside. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hilltoppers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He turns that loose down the right side. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. Sticks it in his belly. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
On the play. Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on downs.
One final play before the end of the quarter. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Stands in and takes the hit. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now third in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. Back to throw, it's Manuel. Fires on the move. Lost the defense, is wide open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Blue Hens want to pick up the tempo.
That's a first down for the offense.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket. And there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
So now it's second and long. The inside handoff. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Now facing a third and long. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely center cut. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Red pass, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And the Hilltoppers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll send the back in motion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The Hilltoppers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the ground with the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hilltoppers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Topper.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And the extra point gives him a 1-point lead here in the 4th. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2.
Breaks into the open.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Tight end finds a soft spot. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Blue Hens come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Knocked down behind the line for the 2nd straight play, bringing up a 3rd and lots of work to do. To the air, it's Manuel. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Blue Hens will send out the punt unit.
Number 19, on to kick it away.
He's got it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Quick pass on the jet motion. Finding open areas. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They go to the ground. Turning it on! That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Leaves it with the running back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to the well. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hilltoppers hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute.
22, water.
They're going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Looking for the end zone. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Manuel. Here's a throw downfield late. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game,